by now you've probably seen our video of whiskey hunting from Colorado to Kansas to Missouri to Kentucky. We did a couple videos on those, so if you haven't seen those yet, be sure to go back and watch them now. But today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you all the bottles that we actually picked up on that Holladay road trip.
Yep, because there's a handful of bottles we picked up on that trip that were not in that video.
Or any of the videos, because we did three different videos. So we're gonna show you all the bottles. Let's dive into this. You kind of have the first part, I kind of have the second part. We're both going to talk about it. So let's get into it. Let's share the bottles. By the way, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, leave a comment, and tell us what your best bottle hauls are that you've got so far this year. If you've gotten any, or if you've just picked up a couple bottles here and there, let us know in the comments.
Yep. Yeah, and we're going to start this in, I guess, the trip order. We're going to go through all the bottles we got in order. And the first bottle's sitting right here already.
What?
Yeah, it's an Evan Williams eggnog. We don't have it here because we left it at my parents' house at Christmas. So Evan Williams eggnog, first bottle.
You did not like it?
No, I didn't really like it that much. It was $10. We wanted to try it, got it, and didn't really like it. And the funny thing is my mom had one in her fridge too already.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
But yeah, Evan Williams eggnog is first one. Next bottles we picked up was at Ben Holladay.
Ooh, yeah.
We got a Ben Holladay Rickhouse proof small batch bourbon. This is just the bourbon. It's not the soft red wheat. Granted, soft red wheat is good. You can tell we've drank some of that.
That one's like 100 and something, 120 proof. I don't know.
119.6, and it's 7 years or something. I don't know.
Yeah, 7 years.
At least 7.
It's really good.
And then we got an Ancient Cave Collection toasted. I don't like toasted, but I actually did like this. This was the Chinkapin oak.
The Chinkapin oak. It's like a Missouri oak.
Yeah, there was another toasted one there we didn't really like as much, but we did pick up one that we liked.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm excited to see all the stuff coming out of Ben Holladay now. So
yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
This one we haven't opened yet, but we did try it at the distillery.
Surprisingly, because we open every bottle we get when we get it.
Yeah,
usually.
it's just there's a lot here.
A lot.
There's a handful of bottles on this table that aren't open. Next bottle picked up the Blue Note. What is this? The rye whiskey, the unfiltered small batch rye. It's something we had never seen before and want to try it. Haven't drank too much of it. This has a cork issue. This cork was near impossible to get off.
It is.
It just kept spinning.
It did. It's the rebrand of Riverset Rye. So
that's what we're told.
That's what we're told. So it's Riverset Rye. So if you've ever seen a Riverset Rye on the shelves, their Blue Note actually owns Riverset, I believe, or something like that. Yeah. And they rebranded this label to be Blue Note, which we love Blue Note juke joint. So we were excited to try this. It's not bad though. Yeah.
So the next bottle we picked up along our journey. This one I really like, and I wish we would have got another one of this. It was a Penelope. It was a 10-year private select from Lit Cigar Lounge. It's a 99 corn, 1% malted barley mash bill. And this one's really good.
It's fantastic.
I wish we would have grabbed another one. They may still have it there. If you're in the St. Louis area, go to Chesterfield, Lit Cigar Lounge, you can pick it up.
And it was like $69 or something like that, $70.
Yeah, it was something like that. I think there was a photo of the price in one of our videos. So yeah, this one, I really like this bottle. Next bottle is when we finally made it to Kentucky. So that was all the Missouri bottles.
Kansas, all that.
And then Kentucky. We haven't drank too much of this yet. We did open it up. The Bourbon Pursuit, I don't remember which, I think Kenny said batch 11 CD. It was a new batch. It might be on shelves now. I think he said it was just starting to get out. Mm-hmm. So new Pursuit United batch of their bourbon.
It's really good.
It's pretty good.
I like everything that they're doing. They're a lot of fun. And that bottle your own experience that they have is so cool. Yep. You get to thieve it out of the barrel. Pick from 11 different barrels. So
is it 11 or 9? I thought it was 9.
9.
Yeah.
9. You're right.
Yeah,
it is 9.
It's a really cool experience. So if you get a chance, go to Pursuit United and go check out that bottle your own cast thieving thing. It's really cool, and you get to thieve from a barrel of whiskey. You don't get to do that too often.
No, that's really cool.
So Pursuit United, that was that pickup. After that, this was not in the video. We went over to Old Carter and picked up a couple bottles out of our locker there. So we have Old Carter Rye Batch 12. Haven't opened this bottle up yet. And then Old Carter Bourbon Batch 15. Again, haven't opened this one yet.
Didn't we try those when we did our tasting?
No, we didn't. No, we tried the rye, I believe. During our tasting there, it was Bourbon 14.
That's right.
Which for some reason was tasted different than our Bourbon 14, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, we're excited to crack these open. We'll definitely be opening these soon and drinking them because they're good.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
So after that, what did we do? We went over to Neat. Had some pours at Neat. This part wasn't in any video. Had some pours at Neat, and this bottle, man, we put a dent on this one since we got it. Granted, this one's our bottle.
Not the one that we got at Christmas. That would be crazy.
The one we got at Christmas was actually for a friend. It was this same bottle, but got it for a friend and got that over to him. So yeah, picked up the Wild Turkey 12 101, and we love this bottle. We actually have another one here for when this one runs out because we like it so much.
It's so good. It is really, 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 really good. Like I compare it to the quality of like a Russell's 13.
Yeah, it's up there. It's
fantastic.
Really good.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to get one of these, I know Neat has them. You might be able to, I don't sure Pour might have them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, check it out.
The Neat bottle shop that's next to the Neat Bourbon Bar. It's really awesome. They have some really cool dusties in there too.
Then after that was a funny story. So we have, so there's this bottle. This is our bottle. We Benchmark Foolproof. We ended up picking one of these up and left it at my parents' house. Left it for my mom. And then we had another bottle. But how we got these is the funny story.
Oh, yeah. This was a great story.
After we left Neat, we were like, oh, we want to grab a couple sodas. I think it was like 9 o'clock or something like that. A couple sodas and some water. And so we were going back to our Airbnb and couldn't find a gas station. I was like, oh, look, liquor store right here. Let's just stop in. We'll be able to get it there. Mm-hmm. So we stop in.
We're not expecting anything.
No, we were just going in to get a soda and water. And we look in and they have a case full of stuff and walk around the corner, and they had what's not here because we ended up getting it for a friend, was the Hardins Creek Boston at $200. And so texted one of my friends, and he's like, I want it.
Yep.
So we ended up picking that up and picking this up. And then after that, the I guess the manager or whatever, this little store, came out with some bottles, and I think there was a Blanton's he brought out that we could have got for retail. But then after that, the funny one is he brings out, I see a box of George T. Stagg and a box of, was it?
Pappy.
No, it wasn't Pappy. It was Lot B.
Oh, that's
what it was. 12-year Lot B.
Lot B.
And those were definitely secondary prices, but
it was hilarious because everything in this guy's store was like
it was regular. Good price.
It was good price. Yeah, so that was a good stop. It was a good place to stop in, and we got our bottles of water in there too.
Yeah. So yeah, that ends the Missouri and the first day in Kentucky.
Now we are moving on to my part of the trip. I have like 12 bottles over here that we picked up on the second half of our Kentucky trip, and the first set of bottles I have are our Four Roses barrel strength, single barrel strengths. We got 2 different batches of these. If you saw in that video, we got the OBSQ and the OE.
No, it's an OB.
OB. Yeah. OBSV. Yeah, OBSQ and OBSV. So we picked those up. They're both 10 years old. 10 years, 9 months, 10 years, 8 months. These are always good. One is more floral. One is more fruity. I'm just excited to have these because anytime we see them, we want them. But yeah, we had to pick them up.
Oh, and a correction to our bourbon haul, or not haul, but bourbon hunting video. I said these are both tier 4s. They're not both tier 4s. One's a tier 4. This one's a tier 4. The OBSQ, and this one's a tier 1. I had it wrong on that. So.
And that's if you watch that video.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, go watch it because it's really
please
good.
Do.
Please watch it. So that's what we got at Four Roses. Always a good place to stop in and check. You never know what they might have. I mean, people get lucky there all the time.
Oh, yeah.
They have the Cox's Creek location and then the regular distillery. So that's what we got there. Then next stop was Justin's House of Bourbon in Lexington. Not next stop, but the next bottle we picked up, Justin's House of Bourbon. And this is the Old Route 8 Augusta Distillery. 131.8 proof. It's really, really good. Like, obviously we put a dent in it. Yeah, it's really good. It wasn't one we like expected to pick up. It was just one of those, we tried it at the tasting bar and we're like, let's get it.
Yep.
So
it's good. It's got a lot of cinnamon bear, which and to me has a lot of cinnamon bear in it, which I love. And
I get a lot of like toffee and caramel out of it. So it's really just fantastic, full of flavor. So great pickup there.
Yep.
So the next bottle we got was actually a bottle we teased you about in our like road trip haul hunting video that we had from Kentucky, the part 2 one, I think. Part 1, part 2, whatever. One of those, we told you we had a crazy story about a bottle that we got, and that was, we could tell.
Yeah, just
let's bring the bottle out. So this
why would you tell the story and leave the bottle over there?
Okay, so this bottle is
here. We're just gonna talk about something and you don't know what it is.
So this bottle is the Michter's 10-year rye. It was crazy how we got this. You want to kind of tell the story? You're a little better at it than I am.
Yeah. So we were at the liquor barn in Springhurst, and we were just filming there, and one of the employees started talking to us about something, and then one of the managers was talking to us for a little bit. Well, we went and had some pours, went back into the store, and then the manager was talking to us a little bit more, and we were looking for an old pepper pick that I tried at the bar. It was really good.
Yeah.
And we're over there looking at their I guess wall of picks that you would have seen in the video, and the manager's like, "Oh, have you ever had Jefferson's?" And I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, "Oh, this Jefferson's over here is really good." And so she walks over there, and I can kind of see like this part up above. I was like, oh.
I didn't see anything. I just walked over there to appease him. I was kind of like, okay, let me see what he's talking about. Maybe there's some crazy new Jefferson's that I don't know about.
This is the new Jefferson's. Apparently.
This is the new Jefferson's, the best one ever. But yeah, so it was just sitting there, and he handed it to us, and he's like, here you go.
Yeah, he's like, I just had to make sure you guys weren't going to resell it. And I'm like, I will open it right here and pour it for you if you want some. We were talking with him before we went to the bar about seeing some Blantons and some E.H. Taylor and some other stuff that some liquor barns in the Lexington area had been putting on the shelf when we were leaving there, and we didn't pick anything up. We just didn't need any of those.
We left it for the other people who
we left it for everyone else.
Yeah.
And I guess he really appreciated that we just didn't buy it. We weren't going to flip it. We opened these bottles, and he brought this out for us, and it was awesome. And one of the funny thing is when we were going to the checkout with this, the bartender from the bar that was in Liquor Barn, I was trying to buy basically this bottle from him in pours because I think it was about this full. I was like, I will buy that in pours from you. He's like, oh, I can't do that. It's like, if you want to sit here and drink it, I can do it. But he was at the cash register, and he's like, oh, he must have really liked you.
And I was like, we really made friends with Paul. Yeah. Shout out to Paul.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Paul.
Yep.
For hooking us up with this. So yeah, that was an awesome find, and it's an amazing bottle.
And it was such a cool story because it's like we're out of towners, we're at a store, and I think it's really cool that he spent time talking with us, getting to know us, and then that was so nice of him. So.
Yep. Yeah, and then another customer that was in the store was talking to us when we were filming some stuff. And he was recommending a couple other stores in the area, and I guess that'll lead into this next bottle over here. This was one that we didn't catch on film.
Yeah.
Grab that next bottle over there. The old pepper decanter.
This is one of the coolest looking bottles.
Yeah. These stores had all kinds of stuff. They were museums, but they had this for like $50. Everywhere else we saw it was like 60 to 70.
Yep. So we had to pick this up.
Yeah.
And I was super excited to get it. One, because the bottle looks cool.
Yeah,
but
it is a pretty cool bottle.
I don't know. I just like the name James Pepper. Like, I don't know what it is. There's something about the name Pepper that I like. So stay tuned to the review on this one because it's coming soon.
Yeah.
But dang, there are so many bottles I want to compare this to that I'm like, okay, I need to do it in a blind to see what happens. Yeah. But we were excited to get it. Yeah.
It's good, and as you can tell, we haven't put a crazy dent in it, but we've been drinking it and
definitely
like it.
Have.
So, yeah, the what is the James Pepper decanter, whatever
barrel
it is.
Strength.
Yeah, the barrel proof at about 105 proof, a little over.
Batch 0005.
Yeah, and we had just seen, I was just scrolling on Breaking Bourbon, and this had popped up the day we picked this up. I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Like, we got to pick this up.
Yeah, because we had been seeing it, and so we ended up grabbing it.
I haven't seen it in Colorado yet. I mean, I don't think it's distributed here, but I definitely saw it all over Kentucky, so that was a cool one to get. Well, have you ever heard that saying, a third time's a charm or something like that? Third time's a charm. We waited in line at Heaven Hill 3 times before we finally got something cool. And as you guys saw, we got the William Heaven Hill 17-year. We both got a bottle. Yep. We're going to drink both of them and share them with our friends. They're good. It's really good.
It's an awesome bottle. I think you might have said it in the review video. When we first opened it up, I was like, I don't know if this is really worth it. But then we haven't drank much, but it kind of opened up a lot.
It really did. Like, the first few pours that we had of it were just, like, kind of underwhelming. I mean, obviously, you get yourself psyched up, right? You're about to go into trying a new bourbon, and it's a 17-year-old bourbon, and you're so excited to try it, and you're like, oh, yeah, this is going to be so good. It was so hard to get, had to work for it. And then you try it, and you're like, shoot. It's like that, like,
yeah, that kind of happened when I first tried it.
But then after that, like, we went back to it, and it was so much better, the next few pours. So it just needed a little air in it, I guess, which Or maybe it's just in our head, or
Yeah.
maybe it's what we ate that day. But yeah, we're really excited to have these bottles, and it was an awesome pickup. And if you haven't watched the review, go check that out. That's that one. Now to the last bottles that we got. This was crazy because we had left Heaven Hill, and we were like, oh, okay, we're going to drive back to Missouri, back home.
We were on the way back to Missouri.
Yep, we were done for the day, and you just happened to look at Facebook.
Yep,
and
the Facebook, the Michter's, go ahead and grab bottles. The Facebook Michter's group, they had posted that the Michter's Barrel Strength bourbons got released. And so we were 5 minutes from Michter's when I saw that, when it got posted. And we just like, whoop, off the highway.
It was like
went
perfect
right to
timing.
Michter's, and we're able to get these.
It was crazy because they had 10 left, and you were like, you just go in and I'll park, and if you get one, that would be awesome. I did not think we were getting one. Like, I thought there is no way in heck we're getting one of those bottles. And then I just walked in, and I'm like, there's like 10 or more left.
Yeah, I dropped her off right in front of Michter's, and they went and found a parking spot. And then I was able to get in there and grab one too.
I'm excited. It's actually really, really, really good. So.
Yeah, it is good. And this is one of those things where these are single barrels, just like the bottle your owns that are there. Mm-hmm. I've had some bottle your owns, but you guys tell me, is it worth doing the bottle your own or just getting one of these? Because this is $50 cheaper, and it's a barrel strength bourbon single barrel, which is the same as a bottle your own. You just don't get to pull the handle on it.
Right.
To me, I'd rather just save the $50 and not pull a handle. But
I agree, especially like when you got to do that experience at Pursuit United, when we actually got to thieve it from the barrel and put it in our bottle or whatever. That's so cool. Yep. Like, what a cool experience. But pulling a handle, same thing at Heaven Hill.
You get to do that. You do that too. It's just, if you haven't done it, it's kind of cool to do. But other than that, I would almost rather save the $50-ish and get one of these.
It's worth it, and these are fantastic.
I think these are distillery only, the barrel strength
bourbons.
I know think they are.
I haven't seen barrel strength bourbons anywhere, like outside of the distillery, but I have seen the barrel strength ryes.
Yes, barrel strength ryes I know are out, but bourbons I don't know.
Yep.
So yeah, that's all of our bottles.
That's what we got this time on our road trip. I think that we've kind of become a little more selective in what we're buying, like versus quantity. It's more quality, and so we just like really focus on things we really want to get, or we save up for a few bottles, or if there's something new we really want to try and we're curious about, we'll buy it. But like before, I think we were going a little crazy because we were just buying a lot.
There was a lot of comments on the hunting videos too. Oh, you should grab this. You should have grabbed this. It's like, we just couldn't.
we don't have a like endless budget.
And some of it we just didn't know about too.
Well,
like the K-Luke we knew about.
We had never tried it.
We were kind of on the fence and hadn't tried it before.
And now we have.
Now you would probably pick up K-Luke if we saw one. So.
Definitely.
Yep, that's our bottle haul.
So that's our bottle haul. We'll be doing more of these and things like that. And hunting trips. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. We've got a lot of awesome content coming your way. So be sure to check out all of our other videos. Keep watching, keep subscribing, and go check out our Patreon while you're at it. And that's what we've got for you today.
That's what we got for you.
All right, have a wonderful day. I'm Dara.
I'm Bill.
Well, see you next time.